Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild, and yeah, this happened. Take a look, the new blocks are here, at least in the dev version. You have a lot of these cool new blocks like the corner lights and corner displays. I didn't test the corner displays out, but we have a lot of the other things. I'm not sure if I really like the armor texture. I'm not sure. It's weird. Maybe it's just an issue about not being used to it, but at least the other blocks are really cool. That's maybe the problem. The armor texture kind of is so different from these spacey, cool, new, slick blocks that, don't know, maybe that's the problem. Yeah, we have different other problems. For example, the pink blocks of no of no textures or something like that. There must be, in the render engine, there must be something different so that a lot of these these blocks don't appear with their textures. And the question is if some of the blocks will get their textures back. We just don't know. Here it's just the surrounding part. This part is okay. I'm not sure. These blocks are completely have completely no no textures. Down here you can see the nanites. Oh, give me a sec. I'm absolutely losing my voice. That's bad. But you can see the nanites don't have textures. They work, so that is not problematic, but they don't have textures. That doesn't look too good. The azimuth stuff, that was a problem. Yesterday I had to solve the problem of my world not running, and I had to get rid of all the mods and then bring back all the mods and realize what mod it was that made problems. And if you have that, there's a problem in one of the big azimuth mod packs with, I think, a cockpit I read, and it might not work for you at the moment. I don't know if there's already an update out. It could be. You can see the beam drill also not working properly, or it works properly, it doesn't have textures. I'm not too sure about the new thrusters. They look good, but on the other hand, now I don't know. I'm not used to it, so that's making a bit of problems. This stuff looks absolutely cool. So, by the way, we have some FPS problems. That could be the new render engine. Not too sure. Maybe I will go down with the quality again to ensure that we can play good. Play good. We will play good. That we don't have any problems with the FPS for now. This turret, I will miss this turret. I think this will not be updated. This always makes me think about, could you fix that? Could you learn at least to, get the new render engine going or something like that? Not too sure. I can't. I'm not good at it. If there's a modder out there that is willing to update some of the mods, that would be nice. Yeah, I have other news regarding the mods. I will change. I have at the moment a very inadequate list in my description, which mods I'm using. And I will now just post a link to a collection I made, and that I will try to keep up to date with all the mods I have in this world here. It's not all the mods I use, but it's the mods I have in this world. I'm not putting out every mod because sometimes I'm just testing a mod and I want to see how it works, and if it would be a good addition, I will not bring that in. For example, these turrets are energy weapon turrets, and they work nicely. Again, no textures at the moment, but I will test them before I go and add them to the collection list. So if you want to see what mods I have and maybe play along or something like that, then you can go to the collection in the description and see what mods I'm using. So I have a bit of time, so we will do some work today. First, let me get around and see what other stuff we have now. I was already on the planets. There are new textures for eyes and all that stuff. Looks very, very nice. We could go down there too and take a look. You can see they also added some of the small blocks. I like the turbines, the new atmospheric thrusters. They look really, really cool. Now we have the problem that some of the mods, they work, you can see that, but they have the textures of the old solar panels. This, for example, here you can see the old. It seems that it updated the textures here. The textures must have been taken from some blocks, but we still have the old thrusters in here, and the new thrusters look like that. The cockpits, man, the cockpits look so cool. These guns, for example, don't have, it seems they're missing textures too. Everything else here, these work, but again, missing textures. I like the new doors, the new hangar doors. It's neat. It's really, really neat. Let us go down to the planet. We will take a look at what's going on at the planet. Maybe we can have a bit of a longer episode today. Maybe we'll go for half an hour or so, and then you see more of the new blocks. Let me teleport. The Stargate mod has a new addition to its dialing system and all that stuff. Really, really neat stuff. See, it's you can't really tell it, but it's a lot faster. The render engine is doing stuff, but you can see that it's still building the world, but it doesn't have these wait times that you normally have. Now it's a bit laggy and all that stuff, but it works. It works nicely. We will see. The new netcode is out too. They mashed up a lot of the stuff that was in the 3 test setups they had, and made something. We should have tested if we can have the magnetic boots. Can we? Or is it just in the? I don't know. We will not get them here. They integrated the magnetic boots, and I hope that they also integrated them into the normal version. We will see. We have some mods that don't work. For example, the aerodynamics controls here, they don't work at the moment. So we will go later and do something with the. Here, take a look at the eyes. This looks nice. A lot better than this. A lot better than this bluish toilet water. That's a bit how it looked like this toilet water completely. The new turrets look nice. And let us take a look at the trees and the normal. Yeah, this didn't change too much, or? It changed a bit, but it's not too much. Trees. For the trees, I don't see a difference. The grass, I don't see it. So, yeah, we will have to, get along with that. The moon, for example, we could go there too, and I can show you the difference in the dialing procedure. Now, again, you see this has the same problems, but now we can quick dial basically and can say, okay, I want to go to the moon. And there must be movement in there, but we don't see it, and we don't see the event horizon here. That's also happening. But it immediately, it is already loaded, and now it's just loading the world around us, and we can move. We don't have this lag, but you see that yeah, in the voxels there's still a bit of a problem when it comes to loading these in. The new reactors look brilliant, in my opinion. They look, yeah, they don't know, they look reactor-ish. And the new cargo containers also good looking. And what I wanted to take a look at is the new tires. Ooh, they look good. We can't go to the Mars. I have problems going to the Mars for some reason. Whenever I use the gate to the mobile home, then the movement gets choppy. So it's like we were moving in a grid. If I try to go diagonally somewhere, it moves me back, sideways, forwards, and all that. So it's irritating. I might have to try to go there with a ship and not use the portal. This all looks really, really good. We will have to work more with this. Someone mentioned that I'm using the standard skybox. Is that a problem? I'm okay with the standard skybox. So we can see the planets now a lot better, I have the feeling. Not sure what's this all about, but I will go back to the station. I want to build a bit more on there and maybe show you what I have in mind for the future. Good. Let me go back there. Okay, I'm back at the station and we are out here in the shipyard. I'm still building this. It's one of the things I'm doing in steps, because building with these blocks is, for some reason, I'm not a big fan of it. It would be nice if it would be easy, and you have to constantly rotate and do stuff to make these forms, and it's it's dumb, but I don't know. I'm not. Don't know. I don't like this. So what I want to do is I want to build a new ship, and what I want to try is I want to build a big ship with small blocks. That's a thing that some people do, and I would like to do that too, to get a bit more detail kind of in there. If I want to build with big blocks, I can build big ships that you can also detail, but for some reason. So this, for example, the I like the Duchessa. The Duchessa is one of my absolute favorite ships, and it is, don't know, let me take a look. One of these big blocks is 2.5 meters long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 10 meters, and then I could go 20. Let's say, don't know, let's say 30, 40. She is very, very, very big for the internal space she has. And yeah, we have basically one room here where you as a captain could live, and then, don't know, and then, whoa, that's irritating. Is that the... Oh, I know what this is. Let us take a look at it. Then come on. I can't see it. Is it the... Come on. It's the shoes. Take a look. We have the magnetic boots on now, and that's why it's so weirdly taking me over the through this door here. There's no gravity here. That's one thing I wanted to test, if the magnetic boots work, and they seem to work. Good. Back to what I wanted to say. The Duchess is very, very big for what she has in size internally, because yeah, we have 2.5 meter walls basically, and I want to see if we can build a small military ship. And I have a bit of a form in my head that I want to test if I can build that. It will take ages, and we will continuously build on that, but it's one project I would like to start. And I want to start it here. So I made this connector with repair beacon and a bit of a reactor, so I can start building here without having to, build this thing in free space, and I don't have to add the thrusters right now. And. So we will go. For that, I have the idea to build basically a skyscraper ship. That's a thing I'm getting from Atomic Rocket. That's a site that's out there. And it's basically a more realistic style to build ships. If you don't have artificial gravity, then you would have the thrusters on the back. And if you are able to do that, and there is proposed thrusters that can do that, have a constant amount of thrust going, so that you would, thrust with a certain amount of G's into the direction you want to fly, then you would get basically artificial, you would get kind of artificial gravity in your ship if you have basically there the thrusters and you are standing basically that way. So the ship would thrust into that direction, and you would be able to stand there and have gravity. It's not gravity, but a force that is pulling you to the ground, or not pulling you to the... It's physics. I'm not good with physics, but that's how some science fiction series or books do it, and that's a good thing. So we want to have it basically in a similar fashion. What I want to do is I want to have the spine of the ship basically laid out for now to have a certain length we can do. By the way, this is another change they did. So you can go now from basically from the small blocks to the big blocks without using a button. That's a neat thing, because now you can just you don't have to press a button. You can still, it's somehow done. Okay, you do it by pressing basically the button again for the block. That's a neat change, because these pressing R stuff, that was kind of weird. Now just pressing the button again and changing the block size with that makes a neat addition. Okay, the ship that I want to build is basically 46 meters long in basically 46 meters long, and I want to lay out a 46 meter long thing here, so I can see where I need to stop. Good, let me do that. I will be back when I have counted this up. So I have the length laid out here basically. One of these blocks is is half a meter long, or as the edges basically, you get it. It's half a meter long, and so we have 1 meter, and this in all is now 46 meters. That's basically a measurement I got from Atomic Rocket. If you want to go for realistic science fiction, Atomic Rocket is your source of everything, and I'm not sponsored. I should be. 46 meters. uh, very, very realistic, very, very realistic science fiction. You all can guess now. I will not tell you. You will have to guess. So, we will have to lay it out. I will have to grab a picture of the ship and then start laying out how the form basically is. I will have to make some very, very rough measurements. Here will be the thruster. I don't know how high it will be. I will have to measure that at least out a bit. There will be a big thruster on the back, and I will try to hide most of the other thrusters, because this ship, when it comes to normal operation, it would turn around and then break, and we will have to cheat a bit. So put thrusters on the back and then put some in the front. I know that this thing will lag like crazy, because having small ships with a lot of detail and a relatively big ship that makes for that basically screams for problems with the rendering engine. We will have to see how that works out. There's a bit of stuff on the front, some antennas and all that stuff. We will work around that. Yeah, this is a ship from a science fiction series, and I know that other people have built that thing too. I want to build my own version and use that to, hunt down pirates or whatsoever. In the near future, we will have to activate enemies. The drone AI gets better, so the drones start to be a real threat and not only a nuisance. And so we definitely should take a look if we in the future can really work with them. Okay, I didn't know if these work. They work. I have glass. I have some mods in there, so I can use some stuff, some of the big stuff, some refineries and all that stuff for the small grids. We can take a look at this for a second. You can see that I have added some weapon mods, because this thing needs weapons, and I need turrets in the small fashion, and we will have to see how they work out. Some Gatling turrets would be nice. I don't know, maybe these ones. These look very, very nice. I have some of these small ship equipments. VZZ is one of the things, and I have something from Eichster. You will have to take a look for yourself. You can do that now. I want to add some interior design mods. I'm not sure what to go for that. There's a mess hall mod, and I deleted all of the mods again, and now I have to rebuild basically. I also added a shield generator mod. This shouldn't have a shield generator, but I think I want to give the Duchessa a shield generator. This ship needs all the protection I can get, and shield generators would be nice to at least test. Other things, I'm not sure. I have some mods that add more block types. We could use small windows and all that stuff. We will see that in the near future when we build this. Again, this will be basically a big ship built with small blocks, and I hope it works out. I hope it works out and I don't run into complete problems with the FPS going completely down. Otherwise, we will have to, maybe move that ship to somewhere where we don't have all the buildings around and all that stuff. We will see. Good people, I think I recorded for a long time now without really achieving anything. But you can see that I have built more on this thing, closed the gaps around this. I have now basically a living space in here. Yeah. And we can continue the work in here. Neat. And again, new blocks, really, really nice and cool. I need some more. I thought about adding basically the cold stuff, but I don't know how they look at the moment. This should be a control room, and it's neat. It's neat. I like to build with these new blocks, and we will do more on the new ship out there. Good people. Thanks for watching. I would say take a look at the collection. Again, I will leave the link in the description. That way it's easier for me, and I can keep the description a bit smaller. Good people. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the episode. If you dig it, then please leave a like on it, and I hope to see you in the next one. See ya, guys.